On a cool morning in Los Angeles, as Elon Musk wandered through the streets, something unexpected occurred that would soon grab the attention of millions. For someone constantly immersed in innovation, world-altering ideas, and cutting-edge technology, Musk wasn't ready for what happened next. It wasn't a film crew nor a throng of admirers. It was a small, scruffy puppy, looking lost yet determined. What this little stray did next would ignite a series of events that even the world's wealthiest man couldn't have foreseen. But as you'll soon discover, this story isn't about billion-dollar endeavors or futuristic concepts. It's about something far more straightforward and deeply moving. Stick around, because what unfolds will genuinely warm your heart. It was an ordinary day for Elon Musk, whose life is usually packed with meetings, press engagements, and working towards the next significant advancement for humanity. This morning, however, he had taken a rare moment to stroll through the lively streets of Los Angeles. The sun had just risen, casting a soft golden light over the city, and a gentle breeze carried the sounds of the bustling environment, a refreshing change from the buzz of rockets and Tesla vehicles. As Musk walked down a quiet street, something caught his eye. He noticed a few passers-by smiling and pointing in his direction. Not an unusual occurrence for a public figure of his status, but there was something different about this. The glances weren't filled with admiration for the tech giant, but rather amusement and affection. Elon's curiosity piqued, and when he turned around, the sight that greeted him was nothing short of astonishing. Just a few steps behind was a small, ragged puppy, its tail wagging excitedly. The little dog trotted alongside Musk, as if it had chosen the entrepreneur as his new best friend. The scene was both heartwarming and puzzling. Elon, despite all his achievements, was unsure how to react. He crouched down, extending his hand to the pup, who eagerly sniffed it and wagged its tail even more vigorously. It was evident that the dog had been alone for a while. Its fur was tangled, and it wore the slightly sad expression of an animal that had been fending for itself. People on the street began to gather, their smiles broadening as they watched the world-famous billionaire interact with the lost puppy. Musk chuckled softly, petting the pup gently. "Well, aren't you something?" he murmured, half to himself and half to the scruffy little dog. But then came the question, what now? The dog clearly had no collar, no tag, and no sign of an owner in sight. As Elon continued his walk, the puppy followed closely by his side, its tiny paws pattering on the pavement. The scene was almost too pure to be real. A tech titan who spent his days dreaming of Mars now had a new friend from the streets. The crowd grew larger. Phones emerged, and soon the story began circulating online. Videos of Musk walking with the stray puppy started trending, sparking interest and curiosity. Who was this dog? And more importantly, what was Musk going to do with him? Elon's schedule was packed that day, and as much as he enjoyed his unexpected companion, he couldn't walk around with the puppy all day. He had meetings lined up and projects to oversee, yet he couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't just a random encounter. Musk is no stranger to making decisions that alter the course of events, whether it's developing electric cars, advancing space travel, or founding an AI company. But this decision felt different. This was personal. As the pup followed him to his next destination, which happened to be one of his companies, Elon found himself at a crossroads. He couldn't leave the dog in the street, but he also wasn't equipped to care for it in the middle of his workday. After arriving at the office, his assistant noticed the little furball at his heels and asked, "What's the story with the dog?" Musk smiled. "It seems I've been followed, not by reporters this time, but by this little guy." His team, although accustomed to seeing Elon handle the unexpected, found this situation particularly amusing and heartwarming. Someone suggested they take the dog to a shelter, but Musk hesitated. He knew all too well that shelters are often overcrowded, and the odds of a stray finding a loving home can sometimes be slim. The thought of this puppy getting lost in the system didn't sit well with him. As the day progressed, Elon kept glancing down at his new four-legged friend, who had found a cozy spot near his feet while he worked. No barking, no whining. Just calm, trusting eyes looking up at the man who had unknowingly become this dog's whole world. As the sun began to set and Elon wrapped up his day, he made a decision. He wasn't just going to take the dog to a shelter. This little pup had followed him for a reason, and in a world where Musk was used to making quick, impactful choices, this one came from the heart. With a deep breath, he looked down at the puppy, whose head was now resting on his shoe. "You're coming home with me," Elon said softly, as if the dog could fully understand him. With that, Musk scooped up the puppy and took him home. It was a simple act, but one that was about to change both their lives in ways they couldn't have anticipated. As the days passed, the story of the stray that followed Elon Musk spread rapidly. News outlets, social media, and even Musk's own followers were captivated by this uplifting tale. It wasn't long before people began to ask, "What's the dog's name?" Musk, known for his eccentric and forward-thinking ideas, took a moment before announcing to his millions of followers that he had named the dog Hobart, inspired by the street where the dog had first found him. The name caught on, and soon Hobart became a regular presence in Musk's life. What had started as an unexpected encounter had now blossomed into a companionship that even Elon hadn't foreseen. In a world filled with complex calculations, space explorations, and the pressures of managing multiple billion-dollar companies, Hobart became a refreshing change for Musk. Each morning, Musk would be greeted by Hobart's wagging tail, a reminder that sometimes life's most treasured moments aren't planned. They simply occur. The bond between them deepened with each passing day. While the world saw Elon as the visionary behind SpaceX and Tesla, those closest to him witnessed a more tender side of a man who had opened his heart to a small stray. Hobart wasn't just a pet. He had become a loyal companion, grounding Musk in a way that all his innovations couldn't. Of course, becoming a dog owner came with its own set of challenges, and for someone as busy as Elon, it required some adjustments. Hobart, while lovable, still had the instincts of a stray. Musk soon found himself learning the ropes of dog ownership, something he hadn't exactly planned for amidst his whirlwind life of technology and space exploration. Hobart had a tendency to chew through Musk's shoes, knock over water bowls, and bark at seemingly nothing, all things that required some getting used to. At one point, Musk even joked on Twitter, "I thought launching rockets was difficult, but training a puppy? Next level challenge." The tweet quickly went viral, with followers both laughing at and empathizing with Musk's newfound pet parenting struggles. However, what stood out was his patience and dedication to Hobart. Despite his demanding schedule, in between meetings about the future of electric vehicles and space exploration, Musk found himself sneaking in time to train Hobart, learning what it truly meant to care for someone who depended on him for love and guidance. As weeks turned into months, Hobart became a staple in Musk's daily routine. He accompanied Elon to Tesla's Fremont factory, where he would trot alongside him during factory walkthroughs, wagging his tail as engineers and employees smiled at the sight. Hobart quickly became a favorite. People at the office would sneak him treats, and he would lounge around during brainstorming sessions, adding an unexpected but welcome sense of comfort to the often intense atmosphere. Hobart also became a familiar face at SpaceX, often spotted near the rockets being tested or relaxing in Musk's office as he worked late into the night. It wasn't long before Hobart gathered his own following. Pictures of the scruffy dog with his famous owner began circulating online, and soon Hobart had his own fan base. Memes, fan art, and even social media accounts dedicated to Hobart started to emerge, turning him into a minor celebrity in his own right. But despite the fame and attention, for Elon, Hobart wasn't just a cute addition to his public image. The little dog had become a genuine source of joy and relaxation for him, a reminder that amidst world-changing ambitions, it was essential to stay grounded at home. Hobart's presence was even more profound. Musk's children adored the new family member. Hobart quickly became the center of attention during family moments, with Musk's kids often seen playing with him in the backyard or taking him on walks around their neighborhood. The once stray puppy had transitioned from a life of uncertainty on the streets to being surrounded by love and laughter in one of the world's most well-known families. Even Musk's conversations with friends and colleagues began to shift slightly. While he still discussed the latest advancements in electric cars, AI, and space travel, he now shared lighthearted anecdotes about Hobart's antics, bringing a more human side to the tech mogul often portrayed as all business. Hobart's presence also had an unexpected effect on Musk's mental well-being. With the immense pressure of running multiple companies, managing teams, and constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, Musk had little time to relax. But with Hobart around, he found moments of peace. Whether it was taking the dog for a walk or simply sitting together after a long day, Musk realized the simple joys that came from companionship. As the story of Hobart and Elon Musk's bond spread, it began to take on a life of its own. Media outlets picked up the tale, highlighting it as an example of Musk's softer, more personal side. It wasn't often that the public got to see the human side of such a prominent figure. And the narrative of Hobart, a stray dog finding a home with one of the most powerful men in the world, resonated deeply with people around the globe. Elon Musk, known for his grand visions and massive projects, was suddenly being recognized for something entirely different: his capacity for compassion. The story of Hobart wasn't merely about a stray dog. It illustrated how even the busiest, most ambitious people could find time to care for the little things in life. In many ways, it reminded people that no matter how consumed we become with work, success, or technology, there's always room for kindness. People from all walks of life began sharing their own stories of adopting strays or giving back to animals in need. Animal shelters reported an increase in adoptions, with many people citing Musk's story as an inspiration. Musk himself used the attention to promote animal welfare, encouraging people to adopt instead of shop for pets and support their local shelters. Years passed, and Hobart became more than just a stray who found a home. He became a symbol of love, loyalty, and the unexpected joys that life can offer. Even as Musk continued to work on ambitious projects like Mars colonization, AI, and sustainable energy, Hobart remained by his side, a constant reminder that life's greatest treasures often come from the most unexpected places. In interviews, Musk would sometimes reflect on how adopting Hobart had transformed him. "You get so wrapped up in trying to change the world," he said in one sit-down interview, "that sometimes you forget the importance of the small things like taking care of a stray dog. Hobart taught me that even the smallest act of kindness can make a significant difference, and that's a lesson I try to carry with me every day." Hobart's story wasn't simply about Elon Musk adopting a dog. It became a heartwarming tale of how, even in a world driven by technology and progress, there's always room for simple acts of love. Hobart, who once roamed the streets alone, became a cherished companion, not just to Musk, but to millions of people who found inspiration in their journey. And so, the stray puppy who followed Elon Musk that fateful day became a reminder that sometimes life's most beautiful moments come from the unlikeliest of places. Hobart may not have known who Elon Musk was when he first began following him, but in the end, it didn't matter. What mattered was the bond that developed, and the reminder that no matter how busy or important we think we are, there's always time to open our hearts to those who need us. In a world of rockets, electric cars, and Mars missions, the story of Hobart remains one of Elon Musk's most touching legacies. A simple reminder that love, in all its forms, is truly the greatest force in the universe. So next time you see a stray puppy, remember Hobart's journey, and consider what a little kindness could do to change a life. After all, you never know. You might just be part of someone else's heartwarming story. And that's the tale of how a small, stray puppy changed the life of one of the world's most influential people. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more uplifting tales, and share it with your friends. Let's spread the message that no matter who you are, kindness can make a world of difference. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.